Well, hello, CNBT 1342. This is building codes and inspections. This video will be the first video you will need to watch and listen very carefully to as we're going to go through the syllabus, which is your contract with the school and myself. Now, this is a 48 contact hour course. 48 contact hour course. Those of you who had me for the 100% online CNBT 1311 course, this is the same author who wrote that book. Some of this information is going to be, for lack of a better word, let's just say redundant. You get 3 credit hours for this. It's 48 contact hours. It's not as intense or as long as CNBT class. That was 8 weeks long. However, this is a 5-week and 2-day course. It's not a full 6 weeks. Don't ask for logic. It's a Lone Star thing, okay? So you're going to have to start early and stay ahead. Now, it's 100% online, so this stuff is available to you 24/7. And we will talk more about the structure of the course later. So let's move on. You will be required. I repeat, this book is mandatory. Without this book, I don't see how anyone's going to be able to pass those exams. All the exams are built. All the exams are on D2L. You can work ahead. The exams follow the book, starting in the first page of chapter 1, and questions just go down. So you take the exams and you go through the book and follow the video lectures, you should not have a problem if you stay on track. All right. It's a 100% online class. So yes, you are expected to have some kind of digital capital. Use a real computer, not your phone or some tablet, but a real computer and good Wi-Fi. If you don't have that, drop the bloody course because you're going to be miserable, okay? And I cannot help you with your technical issues, all right? So you'll have to go to OTS for that. But you're going to need a decent computer and Wi-Fi. All right, let's move on. Okay, department, division, contacts. So if you have a problem with this course, you need to contact this guy right here first. Oh yeah, that's me, the instructor. Huh. I'm also the director of all the tech CTE programs. Okay, and if you don't like me, yeah, you can always talk to the dean, and she's going to ask you, have you talked to Michael? You solve the problem with Michael first. If you can't, then y'all come up and we'll talk to me. I've never had a student that I could not solve any issues with. And we'll talk more about that later. Okay? All right. The catalog description is here. You can read that for yourself. It's CNBT 1342, Building Codes and Inspections. All right? Your student learning outcomes. All right. Now, there's a prerequisite for this class, and that's CNBT 1311. It's not a co-requisite. It's a prerequisite. All right? All right. So, student learning outcomes. You identify various construction classifications and occupancy categories and cross-reference the guidelines, tables, and charts and specifications as presented in the building codes, codes plural, and determine if construction meets building codes and standards. Well, that's all well and good. We ain't going to be trotting through a building and picking the thing apart. Number one, we don't have time for that. And number two, it takes about 2 years to train a building inspector. And a building inspector is not a building inspector and is not a building inspector. You got electrical inspectors. You got plumbing inspectors. You got HVAC inspectors. You got construction inspectors, concrete inspectors, structural steel inspectors. You got inspectors that are inspectors of inspectors. Okay? So, why are you being made to take this course? so you can understand how to go find a code if you get hired in a design department. Now, the architect or engineer you're going to be working for, and I'm getting ahead of myself, but they're going to say, hey, that ain't the code. That's not the code. Here's the code section. So you go read the code section, and then you do the design to the code sections. You got ADA inspectors. Oh my God, we could go on. Okay, welding inspectors. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. If you didn't take me in CBT 1311, I'm a retired engineer. I'm a retired police officer. So I've heard every lie and every story known to mankind. Okay, 21 years of being a cop, 15 years as a full-time engineer, and then during the 21 years that I was a cop, I had my own engineering company on the side. It was a forensic engineering company. And I worked for lawyers and insurance companies and other engineers and stuff like that. So I've been doing engineering for a long, long time. Built projects all over the world. All right, anyway, let's get back to the syllabus. All right, so I've been the director at Lone Star since 2013. I'm on countless committees, and I have my own machine shop and welding shop in my house, and I build my own target rifles. I compete in bench rest shooting and 1,000-yard prone. So I might know a little something. I've been doing construction work since I was 13 years old. First job was running electrical wire for my electrician uncle, and then framing houses and doing plumbing and learning how to use dynamite to blow holes in rocks and stuff. So I've had an interesting background. I'm a welder and a machinist also. All right, so let's move on. Done a lot of structural engineering. In fact, if you go over the Hardy Toll Road, over the railroad yard, you're crossing a big old bridge that I did the structural engineering for those big steel box girders. That ought to make you feel good. All right, they hadn't fallen down. At least I hadn't heard they fell down. Anyway, back to here. Student learning outcomes. So we're going to learn the various construction classifications, cross-referencing guidelines, tables, charts, and specifications as presented. Now, this covers a lot of real estate. And if you've got the book already and you started looking through those tables, you're probably going, oh my God, there ain't no way I can pass a test on this. Yes, you can. Now, yeah, I can make this course into something that I can't pass, but I'm not going to do that, okay? This course is designed to give you an overview, a flavor, okay, of how the building codes work for various things. And so when you go, you need to go find something. You know where you can go find it, okay? So don't get all freaked out. I want you to pass this class with a B or better. And I swear, I've already done the exams. So I've reverse engineered this course. So I guarantee you, if you print out the bloody exam and go through the book page by page and watch the videos that I'm going to create, then, and they'll be up on YouTube, then you should be able to go, oh, first sentence, here's problem 1, and you answer it. Here's problem 2, and you answer it. And it's just sort of like Dr. Zeus, okay? All right. Again, this course is not teaching you to be a building inspector. It's teaching you what's all in a building code umbrella. So, yeah, we could make this just ridiculously hard, and that would be ignorant, and we're not going to do that. All right. This is an online course. There's no way I can police your activity. I'm not going to. I told you this is a 6-week course. That's what's on their iStar. Well, we're lying to you. Actually, it's 36 days, 5 weeks and 1 day. 100% online course. It's crucial that you, the student, read what's posted in this syllabus, D2L, and in your email, and follow the directions of the instructor. There is no time for falling behind or catching up. If you can't do this, you better drop the course. Email me with your desire to drop, and I'll do you the favor, and I'll fill out the paperwork for you, and you won't have to come up and Try to figure out how to do it yourself. But I don't think you should drop. Okay? We'll talk about life later. All right? Now, if a meteorite falls and crushes your house, then you need to email me immediately. That's assuming you can get to your Wi-Fi and you're alive. Okay? Now, I'm being silly, but really. And say, hey, look, man, my car blew up or something. Okay? Well, we'll talk about that. We'll give you some grace. Those of you who've had me in CBT 1311 know that, yeah, I'm a stickler for getting your test in on time. However, we had some students that had some issues. It's life. So I worked with them, and they got through it, and they passed class. So, all right. But it's not 6 weeks. All right. Attendance. This is an online course. There's no way to monitor or police your activity. I'm going to know how many times you've logged into D2L. I can tell, as if I really care. It's up to you. All the exams are on D2L. Okay. Let's go back and talk about that book again. Now, I know most students probably don't order the book until the class starts. You can't do that with this course. You better have the book the first day D2L opens this course up for you. But knowing that there are students who are going to wait, I, out of the grace of my heart, have put the first 6 chapters of the book, and there are 22, 23 chapters. I put the first 6 on D2L in PDF, the entire chapter. So, that gives you a little grace period to order the bloody book. And if it's not coming in on time, or you can't go down to that silly bookstore, or however we're doing it now, then at least you can start on time. No excuses. No excuses. We'll have a separate video on D2L and how this stuff is structured. And that'll be the second video you watch, or you better watch. So anyway, all right. Attendance. Okay, that's not applicable. Communication. You are to use your Lone Star email only to communicate with me and turn in any submittals required. That's the exams. You'll email them back to me, to my Lone Star address, which is up here, right there, from your Lone Star, not D2L, your Lone Star. That's my Lone Star thing. Okay, all right. Let's see here. Communication. You use your Lone Star email only to communicate with me, to turn in any submittals required. Do not use billybob.com or billybob@hotmail or Mary Sue or any of that other stuff. You use your My Lone Star email. And don't use the D2L email. Okay. Electronic devices. Well, that's not applicable. It's an online course. Everything's electronic. Okay. Required assignments, exams, and videos are delineated in the syllabus in D2L. Additional assignments might be given accordingly at the discretion of the instructor. That would be me. I will be posting videos and instructional guidelines for problem solving. That's the exam. D2L will notify you, and so will I. It's your responsibility to check your email in D2L twice daily at a minimum. You are to check your email in D2L at least 2 times a day and respond to any email request I send you within 24 hours. So if I send you an email saying, where's your exam? Give me a good reason. And you need to send me back an answer within 24 hours. Like you're trying to fight your dog to get your exam because he's eating it. Or whatever. All right. Failure to submit any 2 assignments. Now your assignments are just exams. All right. Failure to submit any 2 assignments, including but not limited to exams, will result in your being dropped from the course. If you know before the due date, here again, if you know before the due date and or have an emergency, you need to contact me well before the due date, and we will try to work something out. I've had several students, I think there were 4 of them in that CNBT 1311, that had various problems throughout that 8 weeks. And I extended them grace, and they got their stuff in. I even had one that was like out for 3 weeks, I think. missed a bunch of stuff. But his crisis was over, and I let him get all that stuff in before the end of the semester, the 8 weeks. He did, and he passed the class. I think he made a B, I think. Maybe he made an A. I don't remember. Anyway, it was either a B or an A, but he passed the bloody class, okay? All right, our goal is to get you successful and through this, okay? All right, exams is late work. We already said I don't accept late work, but assigned work is due. Email to me at my Lone Star email address. Again, that's michael.l. Don't forget the .l.young at lonestar.edu by 23:59 hours on the date, the week of the week it was posted due for the syllabus. For example, exam 1 is posted due Sunday, 6/9/2024. It's due back to me with any required work. Your exam submittal will be in one document file, one PDF, with your name and exam number as the title to the file. Here's your example. Last name _ first initial _ exam 1. If I have to rename your file because you can't follow this direction, I'm going to take points off of your exam, or may not even accept it. If I cannot read your work or submittal, you will receive no credit. We'll talk about the exams and what you can do to fill them out, because I'm not gonna accept multiple image files from you as a submittal. So don't be taking a bunch of pictures of your exam and answers and send me 15 million JPEGs. I'm not going to accept it. This is how you will do your exams, okay? Make up exams. It's an online class. All the exams are posted in D2L from the start of the class. I do this with all my classes that I do, even face-to-face or hybrid. That way you know what's out there and what's coming down the road. And it gives you a chance to work ahead if you want. Theoretically, if some of y'all are F-16 fighter pilots and you get this 5-week and 1-day class done in 3 weeks, and you got all your exams sent to me, then okay, you've gone through all the exams, okay, and the videos in the book. All right, okay, all right. So all the stuff you need is in the required book and in D2L online and through the videos posted. You will have a bunch of videos posted on YouTube. I send you the links, and you're going to be so tired of listening to me prattle on. I get tired of me making these videos. Personally, I think building codes and inspections is pretty freaking boring. We didn't have anybody to teach this class, so I had to build it 100% online at the last minute. That's like CNBT 1311 was. And this stuff can be as exciting as watching paint dry. Or I have tried to make this to give you an overview of like a smorgasbord of what's out there in the code and every place that you can get stuck in a design. Okay? Because the last thing you want to do is have a building inspector come red tag your project, or they disapprove your plans when you submit them for your building permit. Then you're going to look really silly before your client. Your client's going to be super upset. Or you do something silly and it sneaks by the inspectors and somebody gets hurt because you didn't do your stairs right or your ramps right or anything else right, then you're going to find yourself in court. And there have been designers and contractors go to prison because they did something super stupid in their design. Somehow it got accepted by the building inspectors, and they had some major collapses and people got killed. So anyway, let's move on. Syllabus disclaimer. It's the instructor's right to modify the class schedule, the grading scale, and any other aspect of this course when necessary to cover course topics as he or she feels necessary to meet the learning outcomes Therefore, this syllabus is subject to change. It's your responsibility to adapt to the change. You will adapt, you will overcome, and you will persevere. Hoorah, semper fi. Oh, by the way, yeah, I'm a former jarhead. I spent some time with Uncle Sam's misguided children in another life, long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, in a not so nice place. What does it take to be successful? Well, you can read this on your own, but I would suggest you do read it. Your employer is going to tell you to be performing and a moral, ethical employee. Your employer is going to expect you to possess both the hard skills and soft skills. You're going to be hired on your aptitude, and you're going to be fired because of your attitude, your lack of integrity, ethics, and morals. Your instructor, director, and employer is going to tell you to develop and embrace the following distinctions. Motivation, yeah, hoorah, charge the hill. The ability to work with others, the ability to focus on tasks, self-regulation. That means you don't go play silly games. You get in the book, knock these exams out, and get down the road. Self-esteem. Self-esteem. Well, what does that mean? That means you feel good about yourself. I don't care what your mama didn't do for you, your daddy didn't do for you, or whatever. You're taking this course. You're signed up at Lone Star. You're trying to rewrite your future. Feel good about yourself. None of us are perfect. We're all a work in progress. Anyway. All right. Well, I sound like some psychobabble guy, don't I? And the ability to defer gratification. This is also referred to as emotional capital. Deferred gratification means maybe you drive an old beat-up pickup truck until you can actually afford something else. We all understand that these values demand that we hold these conversations: acceptance, respect, humility, love, and in a professional manner. Your instructor and director will tell you most of all you need desire. You want to be a designer? Then you embrace the design field. When instead of watching video games or doing video games, you're on AutoCAD, you're on solid modeling, you're doing Revit, you're doing this. I mean, you live, breathe this stuff, so you become an expert at it. You need to forget the past and be willing to create your new future of limitless possibilities. And all it takes is desire. We're in Texas, so I'm going to say ganas. So since we're in Tejas, you need ganas, the desire, fire in the belly. Okay, all right. We got 5 major exams. And yeah, we got 5 weeks in one day. So that means an exam every week. So buckle up, buttercups. And they're worth 500 points, 100 points apiece. There is no separate final. If you do the course evaluation, I'll give you 10 extra points. You just send me the evidence that you did the course evaluation, and I'll give you 10 extra points. You'll get a notification through your My Lone Star that that's available and ready to rock and roll. And I don't care what you say about me or this course. I don't. But we do read the evaluations after the course is over, after the grades are in. So it's not like we're going to go do something mean, nasty, and ugly to you because you said, Michael Young, that bad director, is a waste of a skin suit. But we do read the comments, and we have made corrections to courses in the past based on the evaluations. So, and this talks about the evaluation of instruction. You can read this on your own. Okay. All right, let's move on down. This is important. The reason it's on a separate page is so you can come in here and print this page by itself, and you can print this page by itself so that you can stick them in your book or stick them in wherever, and you'll know exactly the due dates. Okay. This class begins on 6/3/2024. I think D2L will open it up a little bit before then. Official day of record, that means nothing to you. It means something to me. The midpoint day of record means nothing to you, but it does mean something to me. This right here is the last day to drop the course with the W. Okay? I don't think anybody should be able to, I don't think any of y'all should be dropping this course. This is only 48 contact hours. All the exams are there. I made the exams as simple as possible and just step by step through the book. Juneteenth is a holiday. So here's the holidays during 6-week 1. Juneteenth, 6/19/2024. Independence Day, 7/4/2024. And after that, after July the 4th, the course is over. The following week. Okay. That's assuming aliens don't invade or something, and we have to figure out how to get through their force fields or something. Anyway, yeah, I'm being silly. Exam 1 is due on 6/9. Yeah, it starts 6/3, right? It's due on 6/9, Sunday night. Exam 2 is due on this date, 6/16. Exam 3 is on that date. Exam 4 is on that date. And Exam 5 is that Sunday. Okay? All right. We don't have any time to fall behind. All right, here we go. Now the exam 5 is due on 7/7, okay? And on 7/8, which is a Monday, and 7/9 is a Tuesday, the course is over. It's done. So, so you need to get ahead and stay ahead. All right, week 1 starts on 6/3. Exam 1's due at the end of that week on Sunday. Follow the chapters. I thought, I did put the chapters up here. Okay, here we go. All right, chapters 1 through 5 is Exam 1. Chapters 6 through 10 is Exam 2. Like I said, I put chapters 1 through 6 on D2L. By the end of it, you better have a book here or you're going to be so screwed. You really will be. All right. Week 2 is chapters 6 through 10. Week 3 is chapters 11 through 15. Week 4 is chapters 16 through 20. Week 5 is chapters 21 through 23. And then the official week 6, which is in a week, it's 2 days, is some cushion. Okay? So, I hope that's explanatory enough for y'all. There's your summer semester. And here's all the boilerplate. Here's the student handbook, course communication, college grade book. I'll show you. You should be able to see your grades in D2L, but you're going to know because I'm going to give your bloody exams back to you when I grade them. I'm just going to email them back graded, and that way you'll see what you did. You can put them in a folder or something, or shred them, or use it to line your canary box for your bird or something. I don't know. It's up to you. Course withdrawal process, I've already talked to you if you need to drop the course for some reason. And I did have a student in CNBT 1311 that just, life gave him a really bad sandwich, and he needed to drop the class. He had too many family issues that he had to take care of. La familia es el base, right? So family first. Now, with that said, y'all are also part of my family. You're in my circle at Lone Star College. So we try to help everybody. And I worked with him for a little bit, but he just finally, with work and the medical issues his wife was having with their new baby, he dropped class. And I dropped him. I did the paperwork for him. So he didn't have to come up here. 6 drop rule. I don't really know who polices this. Somebody's policing this in Texas. I'm an old guy, so I can take as many classes and drop them if I want. But you youngsters can't do that. So I wouldn't be dropping any classes at Lone Star College. You may need those 6 drops if you go to a 4-year college and take some ridiculous class that just is way out in outer space. But if you have to, get with me. You may not be doing as bad as you think you are. And we may be able to work through your problems. Like I've already told you, I worked with a lot of students' problems. And my goal is to get you successful and out of this class with a passing grade. Academic appeals. If you need to appeal something, this course or another, here's the process to do that. Academic integrity. Oh, yeah, we're committed to a high standard of academic integrity. Do your own work. Don't be cheating. Don't be copying anybody. If you think you can use, what is it, Chat GPT, AI or something, to do this test, knock your lights out. It'll be interesting to see what it gives you. Use the book and the videos I put together. But anyway, that's board policy for academic integrity. In another class, though, if you really walk off the reservation and copy stuff, the college can do you really ugly if they want. Okay. All right. But you can read this all on your own. Okay. And this talks about what cheating includes and all this other stuff. So, student behavior expectations. Well, it's an online class, so I expect y'all to behave. Stay off nasty websites. Don't pick up any viruses. Don't be mean to anybody. But since we don't have an open discussion thing in D2L, I don't think that's going to be a problem. Student complaints. If you got a complaint, come to me. I don't care if it's this class or you're taking another class. If you got a complaint, get with me. I'm also the director, the associate dean, and we'll see what we can do to help you through that. Campus safety and security. You can read this on your own. It's about concealed carry, open carry, all kinds of carry. We still have this COVID-19 information thing in this syllabus template. I don't know why, but we do. Guidelines for children of students on college premises. This is because of me. They put this in here years ago when I was doing the machine shop math class face-to-face at night. I had a guy whose wife was, I think she was an ER nurse or something. They changed her schedule so that he didn't have child care for his 3-year-old daughter. And he was going to have drop class. And I said, dude, you're making an A in this class. Bring your kid to class. So he brought her to class. She was better behaved than some of the adult students. I gave her special little math problems to do and just made her kind of the class queen, and she loved it. And but somebody found out about it and got their knickers in a knot. It's not like I had the kid in the welding lab or the machine shop lab. She was in a classroom, of all things. But anyway, they put this in here. Now, you can blame me for that. FERPA is a Family Education Rights and Privacy Act. So if mom and daddy or whoever's paying for your stuff, if they want to know about your business, then you better have a FERPA form signed. And now this doesn't mean I have to talk to your mama or daddy. In fact, I won't. I'll talk to you, and you can talk to mama and daddy. FERPA just says they can if we want to, but doesn't say I have to. So anyway, student absence on religious holidays. I think we got all the holidays, but if there's some kind of religious holiday out there that that you have to go through, let me know. You have the first 12 days of the semester to let me know that you've got to go to the Southwest United States peyote festival or something because it's part of your religion, all right, or whatever. I'm being silly, but seriously, just let me know. You got 12 days. An equal opportunity statement is what I call the ISM statement. ISM, you know what an ISM is? ISM is like sexism, racism, genderism, I hate you-ism. An ism's an excuse for one human being to hate on another one just for no better reason than that human that's doing the hating's got a hole inside them, they can't fill it up. Nothing makes me want to paint my face and go to war than another human being preying on one. Now, you're not going to get ismed in this class. I can guarantee you that. But if you think you're being ismed in any class that you're taking at Lone Star, I want to know about it. I want to know about it like before it happens. And I guarantee you, I will take care of it for you. I will be your champion. We don't put up with this. We're not going to put up with it. And I've stepped in and been the knight in shining armor for a couple of students in the past. And I won't put up with it. Neither will Lone Star. No excuse any. All right. Anyhow, student support services. We want you to be successful. We have free tutoring. Now, if you go into that tutoring center with this course, they're going to look at you like you got 3 heads. You shouldn't need any tutoring help other than me. If you have a problem, email me. If I have to, we'll set up a face-to-face meeting or something. And anyway, we do have free tutoring. Academic Success Center, Open Labs, Tech 104 and Case 104, that's over at the main campus. We do have a Success Center at the Cypress Center, it's a computer lab. Americans with Disability Act, you can read this on your own. I have not received any accommodations for any students so far in this course. That doesn't mean I won't. But, and I've had students that just swore up and down they had some kind of issue and needed this and that, and I've never had a problem getting a student through any of the classes that I teach. Any of them. I've dealt with all kinds of humans in my life and with all kinds of issues. But we do have assistive learning, technology labs, and counseling services. When I got out of the Marine Corps and went to A&M, and I took a sophomore level English, I mean, I could talk and think like an intellectual, but I couldn't write the words down on paper worth anything. It looked like a caveman did it. So my English professor suggested that I go to remedial writing and reading. I mean, it's not what they called it, but that's essentially what it was. It's kind of like reading and writing for dummies. It was in a little red brick building, and I'd go there 3 times a week. It was free, and sit down and work with the writing counselors and this and that. And within about 6 weeks of that 16-week semester, I got myself unwrapped around the axle. I actually did really well in that English class. She did me a solid. She called me off into her office and had a long talk. And I took advantage of the counseling services. So everybody needs help sometimes. There's nothing wrong with it. I've used counseling services for PTSDs and stuff that haunts me from my past in the past, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong at all. We have all this stuff available to you, and no one knows. No one needs to know, and won't know if you set up an appointment with these people. They better not be violating like a patient-client relationship. Okay, we have the Empowerment Center. You can read through this. The library is the library. There's nothing in the library over at the main campus, and that is a county library, by the way. And it does have interlibrary loan. It's a Harris County Library, actually, also. So librarians, we got research librarians though that are really, really good. So later on in your career at Lone Star College, you might need to take advantage of that. Okay, let's see where we are here. A couple more pages and we're done. Office of Technology Services, that's OTS. Veterans Affairs Center, if you're a veteran, you probably already know about this. If you're a veteran, you're having trouble with them, let me know. I will get you with our Student Services Director, and we'll see what we can do to help you. The Virtual Learning Assistance Center. Online students or students with online courses component can visit the Virtual Learning Assistance Center. And but I don't think you're going to have problems with this class. I have tried to make this as painless and streamlined as possible. We only got 5 weeks and, 2 days? So, all right. The Cypress Center support services, if you're taking classes on the Cypress Center, we do have support services there. And again, the syllabus disclaimer, I have the right to modify this. So if this, so in other words, I could like knock a test out or something if I needed to. If we're really not getting, if we bit off too much for this 5 weeks and 2 days, then I could trim some stuff down. I don't think any of y'all would be complaining about that. All right, your success is our primary concern. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, Michael Young's primary concern, your instructor's primary concern, your director's primary concern is for you to be successful, for you to successfully rewrite your future based on what you want to be, not what you were. And I don't care if you're from Mars, okay? I've had all kinds of students. I've had some that were fresh out of prison. Some of their prison tattoos were still wet. And so I don't care where you come from. What I do care is where you want to go. And we're here to help you get there. And that's my promise to you. All right. Here's our cultural beliefs. That's pretty much it. And again, we're committed to your success. It doesn't do us any good if you're not successful. I took classes at A&M in college, engineering, physics, and stuff. And the goal for the instructor was to flunk as many of us as he could. Never made any sense to me, but there are people that are like that. I don't have anybody like that on my staff that I hire. I won't put up with it. All right, I think that's it for the syllabus. Where are we at on time? We're at 42 minutes and 18 seconds. Okay, that's fine. All right, that's enough prattling for now. The next video is going to be a walk through D2L. And that's where I'll show you where the exams are. All the video links will be in a file when the course gets opened up. And you just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? All right. Well, we'll see you on the next video.